I'm going to talk about 5 things we can quit over the age of 50 to make room in our life for healthy habits like fitness. The first thing to quit worrying about what we look like. This is so ingrained in us our whole life. We're so concerned about what we look like. And I know, again, for myself, people that I've worked with one-on-one personal training in the gym or in running groups, we feel like everyone is looking at us. If you're, especially as a beginner, you go into a gym or a new class, or you're going to try out doing some interval running, and you think, everybody can see that I'm new at this. Do I have parts of me that are bulging? Do I have jiggly parts? And the reality is, everyone else is worried about themselves. Nobody actually cares what you look like or what you're wearing. We're all in our own heads. So the first thing to quit is to quit worrying about what we look like and just get it done. And if you find yourself thinking, other people must be looking at me, looking at what my body shape is, thinking that I look too old, just say to yourself, hey, I'm over 50, I'm doing this thing, and I am proud. The second thing to quit to make mental space for fitness is to quit waiting for the perfect time or the perfect anything. There is no perfect time of the day to exercise. There's no perfect pre-workout meal. There's no perfect day of the week or week to get started or month to get started. There is not a perfect outfit to wear. And in fact, your body may be never perfectly free of aches and pains to get started. And of course, there's exceptions to this. If you have an acute injury, then it is not the perfect time to get started. But put aside waiting for things to be perfect and just start. Start today, start now. Maybe today you can start with some seated high knee lifts or wall push-ups. Maybe today you can get out for a 15-minute walk. This week you could go buy some runners. If you've thought, I've always wanted to become a runner, go buy some runners and go out for your 15-minute walk and add in a 30-second running interval. There's not a perfect time. Let's just get started. And in talking about waiting for things to be perfect, I wanted to say a quote, which I have written in front of me. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? And that's by Mary Oliver. If we're always waiting, we don't get to do what we want to do with this one wild and precious life. I love that. Number 3, a personal favorite of mine, things to quit to make room for fitness. Quit housework. Now, of course, we have to keep our houses clean. We have to do a certain amount of housework. But I'm talking about just assessing, maybe reflecting on how excessive, let's say, is your housework. And things you can look at are tracking for a week, how many hours you spend doing housework. Is that taking away from your ability to take care of your own health by fitness and exercise? Are there other people that could do some of those jobs? Either people you live with, maybe hire somebody once a month if that's a possibility for you. I often suggest that people get their exercise, their workout in early in the morning. And if you're getting up in the morning and thinking, oh, well, first I have to get my laundry done, clean my floors, clean my bathrooms, by the time all of that is done, you're probably not going to feel like getting your workout in. And yes, some of those things are physical activities, but that's not going to take care of your health by only doing housework. The fourth thing to quit in order to make space in your life for fitness is to quit putting other people's expectations of how you spend your time ahead of your own goals. I'll give an example of this. Let's say you're visiting relatives, you're staying with relatives, and their expectation is in the morning you're going to get up, you're going to sit around the kitchen table for an hour, drinking coffee, chatting. That's their expectation. It doesn't have to be yours. You can say, hey, I'll be down in 20 minutes and do a quick 20-minute workout. You could say, yeah, I'm going to have this cup of coffee or tea or whatever it is you like to have, and then I'm going out for a vigorous walk. Anybody want to join me? Maybe nobody else does. But you're putting your goals, your expectation of how you're going to spend your time above what other people's expectations are. And you can apply that. That's just a little example, but you can apply it to the rest of your life. And the fifth thing to quit, to make space in your life for fitness, is to quit saying yes. And by that I mean quit saying yes every time you get invited, every time you get asked to do something. I like to remind myself that no thank you is a complete sentence, which means if we say no thank you, we're not being rude, we're being very polite. No thank you, thanks for inviting me, it's really nice to be invited. No thank you, that doesn't work for me. That's it. We don't need to list out all of the reasons and all of the excuses why we can't do something. You can just say no. A lot of times we just get into these habits. And it's if I've been invited, if there's an event going on, there's a social gathering, I guess I have to go. I guess I have to go to that thing. And we don't. We don't have to say yes to everything. You can say, no thank you. So those 5 things that we can quit to make room for health, fitness, exercise, in our lives, they're a work in progress. I am not perfect at any of them, and I need those reminders myself to put myself first in terms of my health. That doesn't mean that I don't have lots of people in my life that I do things for and lots of other commitments, but one of my commitments is to take care of my own health, to do things to keep me active so that I can do the things I love. Comment below and let me know which of those 5 things to quit resonated with you, and I'll see you next time.